Well, hello everybody, this is Lance again. So today we're having a look at the ROG Falchion or however you pronounce it, RX low profile 65% wireless optical mechanical gaming keyboard. For a very long time now I've been looking for a decent low profile keyboard. I enjoy low profile keyboards. I'm probably a bit of a niche market for this type of thing, but I've tried various, as you can see up there, low profiles plus normal. What I've been using up until I got this was the Razer. What's this? The Death Adder V2 Pro TKL. It's got the right sort of feel to it, but the only thing that I really had problems with, I'll get into in a bit, but there was a significant problem for me anyway that made it a bit frustrating to use. I think first off, let's just start with the specs. So it can have up to 3 connections via Bluetooth. It can connect via its 2.5 gigahertz dongle. It's nicely built. It feels sturdy. There's no sort of flex in it or anything like that, which is cool. It's got little feet at the bottom so you can lift it up at your angle. It has both the Mac and the Windows keys. The keyboard itself is very solidly built. It actually comes with a, let me just grab it here, a cover. So if you are one of these people that take your own keyboard to a LAN party or whatever it is, or if you're traveling, you can put yours over it and away you go. You can also put it into it, but then you don't get the use of the feet at the bottom. You can put it in there, and it actually has quite nice grips on the bottom here. So I find that if I have it in that, it doesn't slip nearly as much as it does if I just have it on its feet. But that is all personal preference. So if you need it a little bit tilted, use the legs. If you don't, this is quite a good option. The one thing that does make it different from the things like the Razer and that type of thing, but it doesn't have any function keys or fancy keys at the top here. Instead, it has at the back here, it has one function key. You can see it over there. And it has a panel that slides. You can slide your finger up and down it. It's a touch panel. So with the little selector button, you can set different things like volume or brightness of your keyboard, that type of thing. Double tap it and it'll actually, you can make it a macro. You can do whatever you want with it, or you can set brightness and set volume, you can set to it and that type of thing. Simply by pressing that key, you can set the different functions that you want it. You can even do play, pause. I leave it on brightness because it's the most convenient for me. On the other side, obviously, you've got your place to store your dongle. Come on, focus on that. There we go. There's a place to store your dongle. You have a USB charging port. And of course, your switches to switch between PC and Mac variants of the keys and your different connectivity. So either the dongle or Bluetooth. You can, of course, also just connect it via a USB-C cable if that's your preference. I think before we go any further, let me do a quick sound test to show you the difference between the sound of the Razer, in this case, and the ROG keyboard. I'm just going to call it ROG keyboard. I'm not going through that long list every time I mention it. Okay, both of these keyboards actually are at the right sort of volume for me for what I use them for. I don't like a lot of noise in the office. I'm often recording tutorials or these videos for fun. I do enjoy that it's got so many keys fitted, 65% fitted into what basically is a body of a 60% almost. Well, I do have a 60% up here. So as you can see, it's only slightly bigger than a 60% keyboard, which is nice. And the 60% keyboard, obviously you have to use your function key to get to the arrows and that type of thing, whereas this one obviously has the arrow keys all nicely built in for you. Okay, the differences between the Razer, which, make no mistake, I was very happy with, and it has slightly got better, is battery life and connectivity. The speed of connectivity more than anything else. First of all, let me get into my use case for this. During the day, I connect it to a Mac, where I use it Bluetooth and I do my work. During the evening, I switch over to the 2.4 gigahertz dongle, and I connect it to my game PC, and obviously I just switch over and I play my games. Now the difference between, say both of these keyboards have gone to sleep, and I press the Windows key on my Razer keyboard. Okay, and now both of them are connected to dongles, because both of them have the ability to connect to dongle and Bluetooth, and 3 Bluetooth devices actually, or USB-C. Obviously, if you've got it plugged into USB-C, there's no problem either way. Both of them have virtually zero latency. However, if you have them on wireless and they go to sleep, the time difference between the Razer reconnecting to the dongle and the ROG keyboard reconnecting to the dongle is significant. If I press the Windows key on the Razer keyboard, it takes probably, I think it was, I timed it at about 2 seconds before it actually connects to the thing, and then it won't actually trigger whatever you pressed. So in this case, the Windows key, I press the Windows key, normally your menu would just pop up. That doesn't happen with the Razer keyboard. So it has that delay on actually connecting, which can get very frustrating because it goes to sleep very quickly, obviously to save battery life. Whereas the ROG, I find that if it's gone to sleep and I press the Windows key, not only is it virtually instant, it actually triggers whatever key that I pushed. So my menu will pop up almost instantly. And that is a significant difference to me when I'm busy playing games, or even if I'm busy working. You know, I walk away, I go and get a cup of coffee, I come back. This one I have to, wait. Or I'm typing in a password and I start happily typing in the password, only to realize that it only picked up sort of 3 letters in of my password. So I have to then, redo it. So therein is the biggest difference between this. And I've got to admit that I've been very happy with it. Besides the sturdy build and the keys that just don't flex, they don't shake. You know, a lot of these keyboards, and that if you shake it like this, there's some sort of noise. This, there's nothing. If I pull it up close to the mic, you can see. Well, you can hear. There's virtually no sound whatsoever. Actually, my bangles are making more sound than anything else. You can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a slight rattle even to this keyboard, and I consider that a pretty well-made keyboard. So that is significant. The prices, obviously, between these two, they're both high. You're going to pay for them. This you're going to pay a little bit extra for your Razer tax. This one you're going to pay simply because of all the extras that it supposedly gives you. The fancy bar and everything, even though the Razer has a multi-function switch plus your volume dial here, which also clicks so that you can use other things for that. They both store their dongle on board if you want to take them somewhere, if that's your thing. So that way they're both pretty good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this brief look / review of the ROG Falchion RX low profile 65% wireless optical mechanical gaming keyboard. Okay. If you did, please like, subscribe, all those lovely things to help their algorithm. There'll be links for these devices in the description below if you want to have a check them out. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.